I'm French, I live in Paris, and I can tell you, my life doesn't really look like this. So come along and let me show you what a real day here looks like. Right now I'm on the rooftop of my office, and I have to admit that most days it's the only thing of Paris I actually see, because I'm just working all day and I'm not going anywhere else. But this past few days have been a bit special because my friend Brett is visiting us from New York. Brett is my boyfriend's best friend, and we used to live together back in NYC. And since he's here, we've been doing so many things around Paris. Like, I even went to the Eiffel Tower to see the Olympic rings they've put out there, and as a French person, I almost never go to the Eiffel Tower. Anyway, this rooftop is very cool because I see the whole of Paris every single day. And also the roofs of Paris are really cute. Like, I don't know, it's just crazy to me to imagine that behind every single one of these windows, there's someone's entire life. But anyways, my mornings are usually super unglamorous. Like, I wake up, I eat bread and butter. So you see, getting bakery stuff or getting a coffee at a cool coffee shop is something I only do on weekends. Because on weekdays like today, I just get my coffee for free at the office and I drink it on the rooftop while I start my work if it's sunny enough. And recently, the weather has been so bad, so I haven't been able to do that too much. So I'm really happy to be here today. Anyways, here's the game plan for today. First, I'm gonna get a bit of work done in the morning. Then at lunch, we have super cool lunch plans with Brett. And then we'll just take it from there. Alright, so this morning I've been working on the video I'm gonna post right before this one, which is the video I'm doing for the Olympics. And we've been all around Paris for this one, so I really hope you like it. I'm gonna stop work a bit early because we're meeting Brett for lunch for a very special restaurant. Brett! Hey!
What's up?
So the reason we had to arrive super early to not wait in line is because this place is a Parisian institution. It's called Le Relais de l'Entrecôte, and it has been super famous since the 60s, and it serves only one main dish. So when you arrive, you get served a plate of salad to eat while you wait for your main dish. And then you really don't get any say in what you're eating. They just serve you from this big plate. There's no menu, no orders, but it's all for the best because look at this plate of food. So what we're eating here is called steak frites, which is just, as you can see, a steak with fries. But it's also an iconic French food which we always get when friends are visiting, not only because they have to try it, but also because I really like this dish. So here the steak has been cooked the French way, which is rare, or saignant in French. And usually you're supposed to be able to choose how you want your steak, but when I tried to order a rare steak for Brett, our waitress said that he should have it medium instead, which was probably also for the best. And what makes this restaurant so special is their sauce. This sauce is a buttery pepper sauce with a bunch of different herbs, so it's super tasty. And the trick here is to dip your fries in the sauce. Seriously, if you go there, try it, you'll thank me later. But anyways, we spent the rest of our time here eating and talking. So after this, I decided to bike back home because there's still a few things I need to do before we go out tonight for a bit of a special holiday in France. So on my to-dos today, there's a bit of French admin stuff. There's always so much of it and their websites are so bad, it always takes me so much time. And then I also need to record the sponsored portion of this video. So today's sponsor is Directo. Directo is a free Chrome extension that gets you the best deals on hotels and vacation rentals by booking directly on the company's website. They already have over 100,000 users and more than 600,000 property listings, with many more to come. They're a great way to save money when you're traveling. If you're coming to Paris, you need to use Directo to get the best prices on accommodations. It is super easy to use. Just browse on your computer like you usually would on websites like Airbnb, VRBO, or Booking.com, and when you see the Directo logo, it means you can get a better deal. So just click on it and it will take you to the property's direct website so you can book your accommodation directly with them. To get it, just search on Google for Directo extension or click my link in the description below to install Directo. Seriously, just do it now, it's free. And you never know when you'll need to find a good deal on accommodations next. So I'm really enjoying this vlog because I feel I can really show you the nuanced reality of life in Paris. Obviously, the city is so beautiful and there's so many cool things to do, but I'd say we often forget when we watch these vlogs that when you live in Paris, life goes on. You still have to do the same exact stuff people have to do everywhere. So for me, for example, as I was telling you earlier this morning, most of my days are actually spent working. Like, I kind of have two jobs at the moment. Obviously, I dedicate so much time to this channel. Like, I'm always thinking of new ideas, and seriously, when I make a video, I just imagine you know, like sitting down with my video, maybe eating some food as well, and just spending a good time for 10 to 15 minutes. And that is super rewarding to me, so I'm super grateful you're here. And I also have a few freelance consulting clients, which is something most people don't know about me on YouTube. Like, I actually have a master degree in finance, and I do business consulting when I'm not working on my videos. And I think it's a really good reminder that what you see on YouTube and online is just a portion of people's lives. Like, I'm not always out trying new delicious foods, seeing the beautiful parts of Paris. I'm mostly spending my days at my computer. And obviously there's the day-to-day stuff that everyone needs to do around the world, no matter where you live. So here we're talking grocery shopping, chores, working out, that kind of stuff. And I do enjoy doing this day-to-day stuff in Paris because things are just so beautiful and you can walk everywhere. But I sometimes feel that I'm not always taking advantage enough of what Paris has to offer because there's just so much to do here. And I really love having friends over for this reason because it really encourages me to do new things or redo some things that I love and I haven't done in a while. And that was kind of the concept for this channel. You know, a lot of my friends are visiting from the US. They're not French. I used to live in New York. And when they came and visited Paris, I just wanted to show them a good time and show them my own local spots that I like, instead of just showing them the top 10 things they need to do because they can find that on their own. So yeah, I really appreciate doing that on this channel and I hope it feels the same for you. Like, I'm taking you along and I'm showing you my personal favorite spots. Anyways, with Bread, we've done so many new things and right now I'm gonna add them to my map. So I have a massive map with around 200 places that I've been to and really loved. And whenever there's a new place I like, I add it there. So here I'm gonna add the things I've done with Bread this week. So the first one is this super cool old restaurant that opened in 1896. It has such a cool old French vibe and I used to go there all the time when I was a kid with my parents. Then we also had a lot of fun exploring the Japanese area of Paris and we ate okonomiyaki, which is the Japanese pizza. And we also had a coffee at the Museum of Romantic Life, which has a super beautiful courtyard and the flowers were in full bloom, so it was super nice. And I also added a bunch of different places that I didn't take any photos or videos of because obviously I have a life off camera too. But let's go out by the river for a very special event. On the first day of every summer, there's a very unique holiday in France. It's Fête de la Musique, or National Music Day. Basically, the whole of Paris becomes a giant party with a bunch of different shows all around town. Also, it's not only organized shows. Anyone is encouraged to go out and play in the streets, so it makes for a pretty insane atmosphere with random parties popping up everywhere. Like, for example, right now we are at a techno party under a bridge and people are going wild. And by the way, as you can see, it's fully light out. It's like 7 p.m, which between us is my preferred time to party because I love going to bed early. But I can tell you, the people around us, they're not gonna stop until the end of the night. So after this, we walked along the river, hopping from show to show, and we're right next to this really cute bridge by the Louvre Museum called Pont des Arts. And there's a beautiful, beautiful sunset with a relaxing view over the boats passing by and a little peek at the Eiffel Tower in the distance. In front of us, we have an improvised cheese and charcuterie board with some goat cheese, sheep cheese, a few cured meats, and a bunch of little breads from a nearby bakery, which are stuffed with ham and cheese. And then obviously we're drinking some cold rosé because it turned out to be a beautiful sunny day after all. Cheers! Anyways, we're gonna enjoy our picnic and see where the night takes us, so I'll see you in the next video.